Hey everyone, so here I am in the space that I've spent more time in than ever in these last months. But you know what? It's actually almost a year since I sat here as we went into that first lockdown. And like I usually do when I'm feeling really emotional and need to channel my feelings and release my emotions, I just sit here and get on the keys and start to play, vibe, sing, write, put things together that make me feel really good or better, or somehow just have some kind of therapeutic effect. And that's really how the journey started. So I was really quite down, actually. I did sort of shed a few tears. I started playing these chords, which were the beginning of it. There's something kind of melancholy about them already before I even start to think about words. And that set the mood for me perfectly for how I was feeling. And I started to work on the track more before I got into the actual songwriting. So it builds through to the strings, and you know, I didn't get sort of too adventurous with sounds and stuff. I just stuck with the classic M1, just vibing away over here on the old keyboard. This felt really good for the intro, building into more strings. Even without the bass, to be honest, it feels like something. And then I just used the EXS for the beats. I didn't want to overcomplicate it. It felt like it just needed to be kept pretty simple. And then the bass. Vibing to this for hours up here and having it pretty loud and losing myself in this vibe. You know what it's like, you get something good, it's looping and that's feeling good, and then comes the songwriting. So I would have definitely stripped it back. I can remember sort of going back to just the keys. And definitely the verse just came to me. Here we see ourselves in so many different lights and shades. And it just wrote itself. It was one of those. It didn't stop. It just carried on into the bridge, into the chorus. And the BVs, you know, it was just like I was kind of morphing into all these different parts. It was one of those processes that just really did naturally build itself, and almost like everything was coming through in the right places at the right times. You know, the track built itself, the song built itself, my voice did all the things it needed to do, and then literally I think it was like that day I was kind of at the end of it with the record nearly done. And I just knew it was going to be one of those that I didn't go back and forth with. I might have gone back and, you know, tidied things up and I definitely worked quite a lot on the vocal production, getting all the BVs balanced in place, because there are a lot of them going on in here. But the next stage really was living with it and just enjoying it. You know, it really was a great release for me, and just felt like that doing this had given me enough purpose to inspire me through whatever this crazy pandemic was going to throw at us next. And yeah, wow, I can't tell you how much I needed that inspiration. And when I finally did share it with a few select people, the reactions were beautiful, and I was so happy. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it. I just knew I wanted to work with somebody that understood where I was coming from and wanted to put it out there to their people, and that person was DJ Spen. He loved it, wanted it for Quantize. I couldn't think of a better home, to be honest. I've been working with DJ Spen for some time, and I know that you know, the record's going to be in great hands. You know, he added some chords to it later on, which I really loved, from the middle eight, and he just sprinkles a little bit of magic on the mix down and master, and there we have it. The record, the journey is done, and what he's gone on to do with the remixes, and now we have the Richard Earnshaw mix, which is absolutely beautiful, and Mike Freak and Natasha Kitty Cat. It's just the journey continues, and that really is what I wanted for this special piece of music. So the journey is real. Let it continue.